Hi everybody, here's a lesson in how to play a tuna salad sandwich. One of my more popular compositions, I think. This one's about 10 or 15 years old, and people still ask me to play it a lot. And it was premiered at my senior recital at Wesleyan University in 2006 with Dave Cordes on bass. And one part that people often ask me about is the beginning. So let me play you the introduction to the song. It goes like this. So that has this kind of tremolo effect in the right hand, where I'm going like this. It's like little waves in my fingers. Just kind of moving like that. If you tap your fingers on a desk like that, that gives you the basic idea of the motion. But the idea is when you get to the end, you have to restart it again. So the only fingers that are touching the strings are these three. I'm not using my little finger, but that's still kind of, I think that moves like the other ones as though it were touching. And I rest my thumb on the 5th string. That'll prevent you from letting that note ring out, and it'll just help you anchor yourself there. So that goes on throughout this whole intro. I think I came up with that intro a while before I wrote the Tuna song. I think I was playing around with that chord progression and liked it, and had been meaning to work it into something. And at one point, I think I probably played it and just started singing about tuna sandwiches. I was eating a lot of tuna that particular year. At one point I had I think it was about 100 cans of tuna in my cabinet. I was on a points plan in college, and I was thinking I should try to get a bunch of canned food that I can take with me after I finish college, and just in case I'm not making much money, it would be good to have a supply of food for that first year or so when I'm out of college. So I had about 100 cans, I think, and I brought them with me to New York City, and continued to eat those cans of tuna. But yeah, tuna is a very low-calorie source of protein. You can get, I don't know if you've looked at the label, but you can, I think you have like almost enough protein in 1 can of tuna for a day. So maybe you need 2 cans. I forget exactly what the numbers are. I knew at the time, but and then meanwhile just very very few calories. So you're basically you got little cans of protein. Anyway, I was eating a lot of tuna sandwiches at the time I wrote this song. And so let me show you what those chords are in the intro. So it starts with, this is like a D minor 7, if you know that chord. It's my first finger is flattened out on the first 2 strings at the 10th fret. My second finger is on the 3rd string at the 11th fret. And I'm playing that open 4th string along with these as well. So it goes from that to here. So this is a D7. It's a D7, just slid up an octave to the 13th and 14th frets. Then I go to this. This is an E9, I guess. So it's my first finger here at the 12th fret of the 2nd string, my second finger on the 13th fret of the 3rd string, and my little finger on the 14th fret of the 1st string. And I just lift up that little finger, and so it goes back to this shape. So the same one I was using here. And then this is the same shape as that D7 here, but it's at the 11th and 12th frets. Then back to the first chord. And then this is that same shape again. A lot of these are really diminished 7th chords in this context, but it's a D7 shape that I'm sliding around. So this is at 7 and 8. And then I lift up that finger, so I'm back with this D minor 7 kind of shape at the 7th fret. Let's see, where was I? 7th fret, 8th fret, 9th fret of the first 3 strings. And then this shape again, that same D7 shape at 5 and 6. And then back to this D minor 7 kind of shape at 5. So again, that was... So there I do, this is a D chord on 5, 7, and 7. And then we go down here, this is the 6th fret of the 3rd string. And I bar, so I'm playing the 5th fret of the 1st and 3rd string. And then this is the 5th fret, 3rd fret, 4th fret. And I go up to here, this is the 7th fret of the 1st and 3rd strings. And I think I play an open 2nd string with that. Where were we again? Just the 3rd fret of the first 3 strings, and then a D, A7, D, and then I start singing. So that's the intro, and I'll show you the rest in a minute. Alright, so the next part of the song, after you finish that intro, well, I think I'm gonna make me a tuna salad sandwich. The tuna tastes so great with the celery, and when it goes with the mayo and the lemon, that tuna tastes so savory. So there are a lot of things I'm throwing in there. First, let me just show you what the chords are. So there's this D6 chord. I play this chord a lot. It's the 5th fret of the 5th string, and I flatten out my 2nd finger to play the 4th fret of the 3rd and 4th strings. My 1st finger plays the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, and it leans against the 1st string a little bit to mute that. And I wrap my thumb around here too, to mute that 6th string, just in case I hit that one. So that's a D6. I use that a lot. You can also move that around. Use it for C6, E6, F6. So it's that chord, and G and A. So this is like a bar chord G, just like basic F shape. It's the 3rd fret bar, and then 5th fret, 5th fret, and then 4th fret on the 3rd string. So G, A, so you just slide that up 2 frets, and then back to D6. Now, for these 2 chords here, sometimes I'll do something more with them. I might throw those notes in. So this is G13. If I move my little finger from the 4th string down to the 2nd string, and keep my bar here so it plays the 3rd fret of the 4th string. Then it becomes G13 and A13. Think I'm gonna make me a tuna salad sandwich. Might do a little bit of both of those chords. I might kind of move between them. Something like that. But then you go through those again. The tuna tastes so great with the celery. And then B7. You can just do an open B7 here. 2nd fret of the 5th string, 1st fret of the 4th string, 2nd fret of the 3rd string, 2nd fret of the 1st string. Then E7, A7, D, B7, E7, A7, D, or D6, G, A, and same thing with those. You can throw that in in if you want. So that's the basic chord progression. And when I played this with Dave Cordes in my senior recital, he threw in all these really nice bass runs, and I think I just took what he was playing and started throwing that into the song when I played it by myself. So I throw in this. Well, I think I'm gonna make me a tuna salad sandwich. This is the first thing. So that's a great little bit. So it's the 5th fret of the 5th string, 4th fret, 2nd fret, and then 5th fret of the 6th string. And I think I usually do that like this. This is, I don't really see too many people play like this, but I rest my thumb on the 6th string and another finger on the 4th string, and then my first finger, kind of just flop it back and forth like that. And then I use my thumb down here. So that's something I do a lot. You kind of use my finger as a pick, just flopping it back and forth, using the nail on the way down, and then the fleshy side or a little bit of this side of the nail on the way up. The tuna tastes so great with the celery. So then we can do a walk down here. So 3rd fret on your way to that B7. Then we can do 2nd fret, 1st fret on the 6th string. When it goes with the mayo and the lemon. Same walk down. Tuna tastes so savory. So right there we've got a. So after we play this D6 chord or the D chord, either way, we go to the 6th fret of the 2nd fret of the 6th string, 3rd fret, 4th fret, 5th fret. Then we can go to that A13 chord, and then just an A7 maybe. So that's this finger's lifted up like that. So then the 2nd verse, tuna. Well, that's something else. Tuna. Sometimes I throw that into 2nd fret of the 6th string on the way to those G and A chords. So tuna is high in protein, but oh so low in calories, low in fat, low in cholesterol. And then at this point, usually somebody in the audience says, until you add the mayo, tuna is nothing for me. And then at this point we go back to that tremolo thing, and it's a D minor. Sometimes dolphins get caught, E7 into A7 next. And then for the last strum, I usually make it a little louder and then stop it right afterwards. So I guess I'll have to chance it. And that's just some of that D6 chord, alternating the bass. The 3rd finger goes back and forth here between the 5th and the 6th strings. And then we go right back to that intro. So that's how you play a tuna salad sandwich. Have a good day.